This is part 3 of a series that we have titled as Judgment, which is about judgment. And the last time we talked about how we have no right to judge others because it is God's job to do that, but rather we are here to bring light instead. We found out earlier within the series that judgment means to form an opinion, usually a negative opinion, about how you view something. Therefore, meaning that you have the opportunity to form an opinion, therefore pointing into the fact that we get to choose how we see the world. I know for a fact that I am not great with this. All happy sunshine and rainbows, save it for fairy tales. But I know that just because that's how I view the world doesn't necessarily mean that I'm viewing the world correctly. Just for a little while, right after my miracle, I was able to see through God's eyes and see the world how He wanted me to see it. And when I was experiencing this, the world was just so beautiful. And it's not just something that only God wants some people to see. He wants all people to see this and experience it, what it's like to be truly satisfied. He wants you to come with Him because He wants to give you the one thing that can save your soul. But the first thing you have to do is be willing to see the world from another perspective. God didn't design us to see all the world's flaws, but for us to point out all the amazing things that life has to offer. A life that He gave us to live. No life is without purpose, and He wants you to view the world differently. But such cannot be accomplished by human powers alone. God is the only way that you can get to it. And you have to open yourself up to know that you will no longer see the world as you do now, but rather give up your view to see everything differently. And give up everything else because God is going to call your name, and you have to run to it because there is so much more that awaits you. The enemy wants to take that away from us, so he can put certain things in place to make sure that you don't see the positive in the world and that you only ever see the negative from your perspective. But from God's perspective, He will push you right past all of that in order to get to you and see that although you were born sinful, there are still some good things left in this world. As a follower, you will get judged, and when you do, look around and see what God has planned for you. The power is so much greater than your accusers is at work.